I raised another man's kids, then they betrayed me. Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we have a powerful story to share. Let's begin. My name is Jacob. I've always believed in hard work, responsibility, and standing by the people I love. But if there's one lesson life has taught me, it's this: loving the wrong people will destroy you. And I learned that the hard way. How it all began. When I met Diana, she was a widow with 2 young kids, Benjamin, 4, and Elle, just a baby. Their father had died in action, leaving Diana to raise them alone. I saw her struggle, and I stepped in. Not because I had to, but because I wanted to. For years, I provided everything: a home, stability, love. I wasn't just some guy paying the bills. I was dad. I cheered at their school events, planned birthdays, and gave them the best life I could. And for a long time, I thought they loved me as much as I loved them. The shift. But as they grew older, things changed. The respect started slipping, eye rolls ignoring me, refusing simple rules. At first, I brushed it off as teenage rebellion. Then came the night that broke me. Benjamin, now 17, came home past midnight. When I asked where he'd been, he scoffed. "Relax, I'm not a kid." I reminded him that under my roof, he followed my rules. He stared me down and said, "You're not my real dad. Stop acting like you own me." Before I could even process it, Elle, now 14, nodded and added, "Yeah, you're just some guy Mom married." I turned to Diana, expecting her to correct them, to defend me. Instead, she just sat there, silent. That should have been my first warning. The final betrayal. Days later, it happened again. Elle left a mess in the kitchen. When I asked her to clean it up, she shrugged. "Why don't you do it? It's your house, isn't it?" Benjamin smirked and chimed in. "Why are you always bossing us around? You're not even our real dad." And then, the final blow, Diana, without even looking up from her phone, said, "They have a point, Jacob. Maybe you should ease up." That was it. That was the moment I realized I was done. Walking away. That night, I sat in the dark, thinking about all the years I had given to them, only to be dismissed like I was nothing. So I made a decision. I stopped. No more rides to school, no more allowances, no more stepping in when they got into trouble. They didn't want me as their father? Fine. They could live without one. At first they laughed. Diana kept them comfortable, picking up my slack. But reality hit fast. The shopping trips stopped. The fast food runs became rare. Then came the real problems: school fees, unexpected expenses. Benjamin got into trouble at school. Normally, I'd handle it. This time, Diana was on her own. The realization. Slowly, the cracks started showing. They weren't so smug anymore. Diana began stressing over money. Benjamin, once so independent, started struggling. Elle, who once dismissed me, now seemed quieter. And one day, Diana finally looked at me and said, "Jacob, we need to talk." But by then, it was too late. Walking away from Diana and the kids was the hardest thing I ever did. Not because I still wanted them in my life, but because for so long, I had convinced myself that I needed them. I thought being a good man meant enduring disrespect, that love required sacrificing my dignity. But I was wrong. A man who values himself doesn't stay where he's unappreciated. Now, I live for myself. I focus on my career, my goals, my happiness. I surround myself with people who genuinely care about me. I've reconnected with old friends, traveled, and explored new hobbies I never had time for before. I no longer wake up dreading what chaos the day will bring. I wake up at peace. I wake up free. And if there's one thing I've learned, it's this: never let anyone treat you like an ATM. Never beg for respect. And most importantly, some people only recognize your worth once you're gone. By then, it's too damn late. Let me know what you think in the comments. And if this story resonated with you, share it with someone who needs to hear it today.